You are watching the Camera64 Podcast, and I am your host, Alfonso Chavez. And as always, we are coming to you from sunny San Antonio, Texas, home of the Alamo, and your San Antonio Spurs. If you live in San Antonio, you are a Spurs fan. There's no doubt about it, guys. Today on the show, we are not going to be talking too much about photography, and to be quite honest, we're not talking anything photography today, because today I want to talk about something that's a little bit personal, but I think it's a message that I need to get out and share with everybody. And that is the fact that tomorrow is my birthday. No, I'm just kidding. Although tomorrow is my birthday, or maybe today, if you're watching it today, today is my birthday. But aside from that, I want to talk about something that is kind of personal to me, but I think it's something that as a Hispanic, I think I should share this message with all Hispanics as well as other nationalities of our great country as well, who suffer, as I do, from diabetes, guys. I was diagnosed with diabetes about 2.5, maybe 3 years ago. I was having all kinds of symptoms. I was having headaches. I was having sleeping spells where I just could not stay awake for whatever reason. It just seemed like I was always sleepy, and especially so after eating large meals. I just could not keep my eyes awake no matter what it is that I tried. So I decided to go down to my doctor, get a checkup, and come to find out, when my numbers came back, I had an A1C of 7.2, which is not good, guys. I think it's 5.5 or 5.6 is a non-diabetic normal person, and I was at the 7.2. Now, for somebody else who may be diabetic already or has been tested as a diabetic, actually my numbers were not as scary as some other diabetics who I'm aware of, who are family members, who are friends, who suffered through this disease of diabetes. But I came to the point in my life where I just decided that enough was enough. I had gained so much weight. My average weight, adult weight, has been anywhere between 200 and 215 pounds. That's pretty much been my weight my entire adult life. But after I retired from FedEx and started driving for the school district about 4 years ago, every year it seemed like I was putting on 10 pounds and 10 pounds, and then it went up to 15 pounds and another 15 pounds. By the time I knew it, I was at my worst weight, which was right at the beginning of this pandemic, around little after the first of the year. I want to say January, February. I weighed myself and I was a whopping 275 pounds, which was almost 60 pounds over what I was weighing my entire adult life working at FedEx. So I attributed a lot of it to the fact that I wasn't as active as you are as a FedEx driver. You do a lot of exercise your entire day, and a lot of it is being done quickly, fast, at a fast pace. And I just wasn't doing that exercise. So it wasn't the fact that I was no longer exercising. It was the fact that I was still eating the same amount of food that I used to eat before, but it wasn't accompanied with exercise anymore. And so my weight just started to go up and up and up. And my diabetes, unfortunately, started to go up and up and up. I went from having to drink one metformin a day, which is about, I want to say 250 or 200 milligrams, I want to say, to having my doctor end up prescribing me to have to drink it twice a day. So I was taking it in the morning and the afternoon, and he kept telling me that if I didn't make any changes, that pretty soon I have to be using insulin. And hold on a second. So I was on a road that I didn't want to go down any longer. And I made the decision, I got to do something. And so I reached out to a couple of my friends here on Facebook who I had seen were doing lots of exercise. So I was getting inspired by a lot of the people that I was seeing on Instagram. Well, yeah, some of it was on Instagram too, but for me it was Facebook, because Facebook is the old people's social media. But anyways, so I was getting motivated by watching fellow high school students like Albert Macias, Pete Padilla, uh, and a few other people. Lauren also, younger lady, she has lost some weight too. And so I was getting motivated watching everybody else losing weight. And I said, you know what? We're in the pandemic. I got this extra time. What can I do? And so I reached out to a good friend of mine, and he told me what he was doing, that he had dropped some weight just strictly by diet alone. And so I said, well, let me do some research and try and see if I can figure out something that'll work for me. But the ultimate goal was not truly to lose weight, but it was to maintain my diabetes, or bring the numbers down for my diabetes. And come to find out that carbs do bring your diabetes up. And so as I did more research, keto seemed to be the diet that was steering you away from high carbs, and also introducing more fat, which is kind of counterintuitive, I guess, to what people have been saying for the past, I don't know, 30 or 40 years. Low fat. If you eat too much fat, you're going to have problems. But come to find out that as I started to do it, and my numbers started to come down, and it seemed like every week I was coming down 5 points in my resting blood sugar count. So my numbers were like getting to be really high. I had some overnights that were 200, 225 on the regular, guys, on the regular. And so I buckled down. I went and bought a monitor because the one that I have from the insurance is just way too expensive. So I ran to Walmart, found a cheaper solution, and I just started monitoring it constantly. I monitored in the morning when I wake up. I monitored before I would eat. I monitor after I would eat. Again, same thing for dinner. I monitored before I went to bed, and I just started keeping track of those numbers. So the actual keto diet was more about me watching those numbers, and I was judging how much to eat or how little to eat, or which foods to eat, depending on what my numbers would do. So if I ate something and my numbers would go super high, then I would not eat that again, or eat less of that. Basically, the whole goal was just to bring those numbers down. And lo and behold, little by little, I did start eating more vegetables, more greens. I eat a lot of greens now. And I do eat more. I mean, I enjoy steak, so I eat a lot of steak. I eat a lot of chicken, pork, basically any meats you can get away with eating. I just don't overdo on it. I just kind of keep my portions low, and then I eat a lot of salads. And sometimes if I'm not very hungry at all, I'll just eat a small salad with nothing else, nothing on it, just the dressing, no croutons, no ham slices, none of that, just the salad with the dressing. And it's been working great. It's been fantastic. Every week I seem to drop five numbers, 5 points, and then I was at 185, and then I was at 175, and it just gradually over time. And after about 2 months, guys, not only had I lost about 20 pounds, but my numbers had dropped from overnight resting glucose of 225s, 200s to 225s. My overnight resting glucose were between 115 to 125 or 130, more or less. So I was moving in the right direction with it, and it's just been fantastic. Now I can gladly report that in total so far, I've lost about 35 pounds maybe, because I was at 30, because I was at 275, and now I currently weigh 245. So it's a 30-pound weight drop. But more happily is the fact that my diabetes numbers are all now resting overnight is about 95. Between 90 to 100 is pretty much where I'm at, which is not perfect, but it definitely puts me in a good spot to where I'm not doing damage to my body, my kidneys and my liver and all that other good stuff by having my sugars level high, because that's what diabetes does. Is it damages all your nerves, and over time it damages it slowly over time, and then one day you wake up and you can't feel your legs, and or you get a cut, and because there's not enough circulation because of all the damage that's been done because of the diabetes, they have no choice but to amputate your leg or your arm or an ankle. I didn't want to do that. Everybody has different motivations, I think, for deciding to make a life change like this. And the biggest, of course, is my family. Obviously, they're the most important thing to me. My sons are my most important assets. Uh, they're the greatest thing that I've ever done. They're my greatest accomplishments. If you ever want to judge me, just meet my sons and tell me that they're bad kids, or tell me that they're not proper. I guess you could say the word is. They're gonna greet you with a smile. They're gonna shake your hand. They're gonna let you know just how great they are. And I take pride on all my happiness comes from the fact that I have two good kids. But it was something that I really worked on, and it was real important to me. And also the fact that my younger son Anthony does have a disability, and so I want to be here as long as I can for him. I know I'm not going to be here forever, but I want to be here as long as I can to ensure that he's not taken advantage of as a person, as an employee. I'm always fighting for him. I'm always trying to help him do better things and find better jobs and meet better people. That's important to me. So that was my motivation. That's the reason why I wanted to get this blood sugar thing under control. And the weight just happened to come along too with the dropping of my blood sugar, and I'm excited about it. I'm happy about it. But I wanted to share this kind of personal message because, I know that in the Hispanic community there's a lot of I don't know, misinformation out there, and also the fact that we're Hispanic. We like to eat tacos. We like buñuelos. We like, give me my chocolate, my hot chocolate. Give me all those things that the Hispanic culture provides for us. We like that leche quemado. I used to love that. I eat that all the time. But now, I mean, I'm not going to say that I don't eat it, but I just, now everything is in moderation. Those are now, treats that I might treat myself to once a month instead of every other day as a Hispanic, just like breakfast tacos. I could put down 3 or 4 breakfast tacos every day. And if you're Hispanic, you know exactly what I'm talking about, and you know exactly where I'm coming from, right? Who doesn't like carne guisada with cheese, right? Or bacon and eggs, or potato and eggs from Bill Miller's. Hey, I love Bill Miller's tacos. I love their hot sauce too. But gosh, it's one of the things I had to give up on the regular, But looking back on it now, I really feel that it's been worth it. I can't wait for my next doctor's appointment. I can't wait to share that information with him, and so he can look at my numbers and tell me, gosh, you may not be cured of diabetes, but you sure do have it under control, and that I definitely do at this point. It's actually exciting because I've already tried it. I've eaten a candy bar and I do kind of spike up, but I immediately come back down again. And that's what a normal body is supposed to do. It comes up, but it can be dropped again. So my whole idea with this video, guys, is I just want to share this information. If I can motivate you to go out and try it, to improve your health, whether it's diabetes or maybe it's just weight loss. If you just want to lose some weight, keto has been fantastic for me in the 3 months that I've been on it, and I have been on it super dedicated. I have not come off of it. I have had maybe 2 cheat days in 3 months, and today is my birthday, or tomorrow is my birthday, and so I definitely am gonna still have what I like. I do enjoy steak, so I will enjoy my steak, but I might have a piece of cake too. It's my birthday, so I will definitely probably cheat. But hey, it's worth it, guys. It's absolutely worth it. So basically, I want to let everybody know, if you're Hispanic or if you're anybody for that fact, anybody, and if you have any questions about what I'm doing or how I'm doing it, or how I can motivate you to do it, I can share the information that I have. And just send me a message. Either it's here on Facebook or on YouTube. Send me the message and I will do my best to help you out and help you get motivated. One of the things I actually am kind of working on, I've kind of put it on the back burners for a little bit now, but I'm definitely going to do it. Maybe after the first of the year, Hopefully this pandemic kind of curves off a little bit more. But I do want to start a walking group here in Converse, here in my neighborhood. Start a Saturday, either early Saturday or Sunday morning walking group. And that way I can get to meet other people in my neighborhood. And I do want to share this information, this same information I'm sharing here, because I want to make people aware of the fact that you can control your diabetes without medication. A lot of it is what we decide to eat, guys. It totally is. I would have been hard pressed. Anybody would have been hard pressed to tell me that, and for me to actually sit down and believe you and hear you out. I think I definitely, that would have been all my own fault. It's weird. You can't blame anybody else. You got to look at yourself in the mirror and say, what's my motivation? Do I want to go down this same path? And then you also have to realize that, hey, what I do eat is going to affect my health one way or another. So I can either decide to put things in my mouth that are good for me, or I can continue to put things that are not good for me in my mouth. And in 10 years from now, because I'm going to be 48, 10 years at 58 or 60, I'll have to pay the consequences for what I did, or enjoy what I did now, be able to enjoy it in the future. But some of the benefits, aside from those two things, the weight loss and the diabetes being under control, guys, I feel more flexible, more moving. I mean, before, if you would ask me, can you go run a mile? Because I used to be an avid runner, guys, and I would have said, there's no way. I mean, right now, even though I probably could not do it right now, I definitely feel that I could. I can move around. I can touch my toes. I can do side bends. I couldn't do those things without losing my breath within 30 seconds or a minute. I just couldn't do those things anymore. It was weird. But now, I don't know. I feel really energetic. I feel like I could do anything at this point. I actually feel a lot better. I feel like I'm in my 20s. I can't explain it, but I guess it's all the toxins and all the foods that we decide to eat. I mean, eating bags of chips and chocolate chips and M&Ms and all that good stuff really does have an effect, not only a small effect, but a long-term effect. And so I'm starting to, after 3 months now, I'm really starting to feel the benefits. I got motion in my arms. My shoulders are no longer killing me. As many of you know, my knees, I've had 3 surgeries on one knee. That knee has been killing me for the past year and a half. Every morning, and that's completely gone now. I can't believe it, but it really does not hurt. I have been walking with a limp for quite a while now. If I don't take any pain medication, I just couldn't walk without a limp. But that's gone, guys. I don't have to take that pain medication anymore, and my knee feels fantastic. It hasn't felt this good, like I said, in 10 years. I want you to join me. I really want you to make the decision to just try it out. I mean, what do you have to lose, right? Except for some weight and your diabetes getting under control, right? I mean, what else can you possibly lose? But that's it for this podcast, guys. I just wanted to come and share this information with you. I want you to know that you're not alone. Many people, millions of people suffer from diabetes every single year. A lot of people die from complications every single year. So I just felt like if I can help somebody and let somebody know that this diet does work and it does get your sugar under control, I want as many people as I can possibly let know that this does work, and I want to motivate you to actually start doing it or give it a try at least. You have nothing to lose, guys, nothing to lose. So till next time, guys, I want you to pull out your camera, take plenty of pictures. If you want to, you can share some. If you have an interesting picture, it doesn't matter what it comes off of, an iPhone or a camera, professional camera, either way. If you want to share a picture with me and get my thoughts on it, or maybe how I can improve it, just do that below. Drop a comment here on Facebook or in YouTube, and I'll be more than happy to look at that picture for you. So till next time, guys, I just want you to keep practicing, and we'll talk some more camera stuff in the next episode, guys. So till next time, you take care. Bye-bye.